Welcome to Craftywafty!
Okay, so now we've got our basic box. What we're going to do is we're actually going to create our shop. So here are some bits that I've already decorated, ready to go on. So I've got my door, I've got 3 windows, I've got some little canopies to go over the window, like so, and I've also got some shutters that will go on by the windows, and then I've got all my roof pieces. So this is everything that I'm going to have a go at to decorate the shop. Okay, so let's start first. Well, I think first of all what we need to do is put our door on, so to establish the front of our shop. So here is my door. I'm just going to use a little bit of my bookbinding glue. Let's just put a little bit on like so. And then I'm just going to put this on the edge here. I'm just going to take it off just a little bit, and I'm just going to put it to one side. There we go. Let's just make sure it lines up nicely against the gingham background. There's nothing worse than a wonky door. Right, okay, now on for the windows. So just add a little bit of glue. That's it. What's quite nice is that having the lines actually of the gingham makes it nice and easy to line up the windows actually, so that's really good. Right, let's just pop that on there. So that's one window, and we're going to come round to the second window. This is at the back of our shop, so another little bit of glue like so. I'm just going to follow the line round. Let's just check, where did I put that? Okay, I'll put that in between there. I do get a bit OCD when it comes to things like this. I like to have everything just so. All right, and then our final side of our box. Now you don't have to obviously put all windows on all sides, it's really up to you, but I think it just gives it that extra bit of detail. Right, let's just pop that one on like that. Okay, and we'll just let those dry. There we go. So at the moment we've got our door and our 3 windows. Fabulous. Right, what I need now is to put on the shutters and the canopies. So what I've already done with the let's just pop that lid back on my glue, otherwise I don't want that drying off. Right, okay, so here are my little canopies. So what I've done with these is I've just put some sticky pads on the back. So I'm just going to take off the paper off the back of these. Now I find it, whoops, that one's come off a little bit. Let's try and do that. It's always tricky trying to get the sticky bit off the back of your sticky pads, but I found that worked quite nicely using my pokey tool. And what I'm going to do here is, now I don't want it too far up, but I want to sort of line it so it comes just over the window like so. Okay, all right, and then I've got my little shutters, and I'm just going to tuck these in underneath like that. So let's just take the sticky paint off like that and just press that in underneath. Now the reason why I put the canopy on first and then the shutters is just so that I can see where the shutters are going to line up. There we go. Lovely. And it doesn't matter if they hang over the edge, because it just gives the box a little bit more detail. Oh, that one peeled off nicely, that's good. Right, let's just tuck that underneath. And again, just make sure that you're lining them up. There's nothing worse than having wonky shutters. Right, let's have a little look. Does that need moving a bit? No, that's cool. Right, so that's one side done. Now I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to take off the little bits of the pads. There's no easy way of doing this, I'm afraid. You just have to try your best. There we go. Right, okay. I'm just going to pop now. Again, I'm just looking at where I've stuck that on the other side, just so I get it so it sort of flows the same way. That's it, it's just got to be stuck on there. Oh, let's move you over a little bit like that. Okay, and then I've got my shutters again, so I'm just going to pop that shutter in like so. Okay, that's just beginning to rest against the other one, so what I'll do is I'll just pull that out a little bit, because that will just give it a little bit more shape. And we're just going to do the same on the other one. Type that in like that. Actually, I think I'll put that one up a little bit higher. Let's pull that one down a little bit. There we go. Just so it lines in with the other shutter. How does that look? Does that look straight? Yeah, that looks straight. Okay, so we've got those on the corners. Right, and then round to the last side. Again, I've got my canopy, so I'm just going to take off the sticky bits. This is where I start getting messy. I am a bit of a messy crafter when it comes to doing things like this. That's it, let's just take these off. Okay, oops, don't want that bit stuck on there. Right, and again, I'm just seeing where I've lined that up. Stick that on. Oops, got a bit of sticky plastic on there, like that. Right, and my last two shutters. So it's probably easy to peel this off with my thumb, actually, these bigger ones, that's better. Okay, so let's just tuck that in under, again, under the shutter. How's that looking? Okay, that's looking good. And then the last one, it's just going to tuck in on that side as well, just making sure it all lines up. Okay, brilliant. Right, so what we've got is our 3 windows. So we've got our canopies and we've got our shutters going all the way around, and we've got it round on the other side as well. Lovely. And then now it's just, what we're going to do now is do the roof. So let me just slide that stuff all over the way, out the way. That's it. Okay, so for the roof, I've got some purple and green, and I'm going to alternate these on the roof like so. So I always line these up first before I glue them on, because otherwise sometimes I get in a bit of a muddle and then I forget. So let's just add a little bit of book binding glue again, just to the back of this. Now you don't want to go right to the bottom, because here this is going to be the overhang. And then what I'm going to do is to just line it up against that score line like so. And what I do is I just bend that little bit back at the top just to make sure I've got that lined up and against the edge like so. All right, and then we'll go with the next one, a little bit of with a nice lime green. Let's pop that on like that next door to that one. Now all these pieces are cut, so they should fit exactly on the roof. It's number 3. Let's put that on. Oh, it's coming together now. I love it. Look at this. Always wanted my own little sweet shop. Right, and then the last one is the green one, a little lime green. That's it on this side. Pop that on like so. So that's one side done, like that. Okay, and you can see where the little overhang is on there. And then I'm just going to turn that around and do exactly the same on the other side. So again, another little bit of glue, not going right to the end of the tab. Just pop that on, line that up against the edge, like so. And then oh, we've got the seagulls coming in today. Obviously coming to see what I'm up to. They can get quite noisy. So what you get for living by the seaside. Right, okay, and here we are, the last 2. So the last one, the purple, just pop that on. And again, just make sure that, well, that's it, a little bit squiffy, that one. Let's move that back just a little bit, like so. And then finally the green. That's it. And we're almost done. So it doesn't take that long to do. Okay, and we'll just pop that on there. That's it, just move those around a bit. Okay, great. So here we have our box. We've got our front door, because you need a door to get into your candy shop. And then we've got our windows, 1, 2, 3, not quite 4. And here's my roof. Let's just tuck those bits over the top of the canopy, so when that folds down, they're going to stick over the top. Great. Okay, and now we will be on to doing our decoration. Fabulous. So, let's get crafty wafty.